Don Pelham was kind of ecstatic coming out of today's practice, really happy with how his defensive guys played. Talking with some of the guys like Tony Brooks-James yesterday, he was really happy with how practice has gone. You guys have said that you practice really, really well, and even coming out of the bye week, it seems like you guys have elevated that even more. How much are you either holding your breath and hoping that it can finally translate over onto the field on Friday?
Well, I won't hold my breath, contrary to maybe somebody's wish around here, but it's no, that again is one thing. I was kind of shaking my head in the middle of that question because that's one thing that you try to ramp everything up in practice and make it. We want practice to be harder. Training is harder than the games, and that's one thing that our guys have again, not 100%. But you're never 100%. The vast majority of guys have bought into and have trained to that level. And now it's a matter of, hey, when you're going against this guy who's a fifth-year senior and you're a redshirt freshman or whatever, whatever the matchup is, and there's 50,000 people screaming at you or whatever the situation is, you execute exactly how you did in practice. And that's it. That's all we need. Nothing more, nothing less. And, when there's a hesitation or you don't communicate maybe as well as you do or you don't, whatever it is, and that's where, again, we have to look at that as coaches of, okay, is it the person doing it? Is it what we're asking them to do? Is it you trying to be in there every snap of practice and tell them what to do, which we can't do that. That's where you're just trying to find that little special sauce there to make it happen on game day.
Andrew Gripe.
Some of the players, it's pretty obvious that they haven't struggled like this in a long time. They're trying to figure out how to process this and get through it, and how to dig themselves out of a hole like this. Do you pull from any experience coaching? Say at Colorado when things weren't going all that well. Are there past experiences that you can apply in this situation for yourself?
Yeah. Again, I think you treat the whys of things the same. Why did a play work when it was Royce Freeman making three guys miss and scoring a touchdown against whoever that was, Virginia, or whoever that was, first or second game, that we didn't execute that play. We didn't execute that play well. It was one guy, making three guys miss. And so that kind of situation, you're coaching and fixing just as much as, a blown coverage or a misfit gap or whatever, you know what I mean? They're both incorrect, and realizing that you can improve in all those situations, realizing that it's you owning yourself first and then your teammate second, and just continually striving to improve. That's it. That's it. That it's not any more or less difficult than that. It's you managing yourself and your teammate second. Again, part of that is us. Part of that is coaches. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but it's really simple in a lot of ways, which makes it that much more frustrating.